Let's take a look at the ConferenceApi class. This class defines the API that are exposed through endpoints. See this API annotation right here? This is what indicates that this class contains functions to be exposed through endpoints. There are rules around how you can name the API, and one of the rules is that the API name must start with a lowercase letter. So far, this class contains a few methods. The one that we're going to be looking at in this lesson is SaveProfile. Let's take a look at it. Here's the SaveProfile method. You can see up here that we've defined the @API method, which indicates that this method is going to be exposed through endpoints. So let's look into the SaveProfile method. You see it defines a bunch of fields: user ID, main email, display name, t-shirt size. And for the display name and the t-shirt size, we've set some default values. And when you're working with your code, you can change these default values as you like. You'll see that the code contains a bunch of to-dos. You're going to be filling in these to-dos, and the numbers indicate the order in which to do them. So obviously you do to-do 1 before you did to-do 2. So the other thing that this method does is it creates a new profile object, passing in the user ID, the display name, main email, the t-shirt size, and then it returns a profile. So at this point it doesn't really do a whole lot except create and return a profile object. So let's take a quick look at the profile class. Here's the profile class in an editor, and not surprisingly it takes display name, main email, t-shirt size. These are the fields that get passed into it when it's constructed, and the constructor just takes the values that are passed in and puts them into appropriate fields. The class also contains getter methods for these fields. It doesn't contain setter methods because we only want the values to be set at construction time. So now let's run the app and see what happens. So we're going to deploy to localhost. And while the deployment's going on, you'll see a bunch of messages, and at the end you should see this info dev app server is now running. So now let's go to the browser and see what we can see. So we want to look at the app in the API's Explorer. So you go to localhost : whatever your port number is. In my case it's 8080, and then it's _AH/API/Explorer. And then you see the API's Explorer, and you see the ConferenceApi. So we can drill down into it. A couple methods. We haven't done anything with the other method. We'll just look at SaveProfile. Let's see what happens if we execute the SaveProfile function. Just go ahead and execute it. And we didn't provide any input parameters, so we just got the default response, which is a profile object containing the display name without the default that we set, and the t-shirt size. Doesn't know what your t-shirt size is yet because you haven't told it. So go ahead and pause the video if you like and try this out for yourself now.